Okay, we are joined by the main event at Shamrock FC coming up on 21st November. Thank you for joining us, Mr. William Joplin. You are, like I say, headlining Shamrock FC against Horacio Escobar, which is a hell of a name. I think it's like a cartoon character name, but you've got an opponent now who really is going to look forward to taking you on, because you will be to him like his biggest, toughest test. Do you feel that kind of way about it? Do you feel like for him you're like his he's going to be looking at you like the platform to move on, and you're really just going to have to focus on getting that W and just taking him out?
Yeah, I would definitely say that he's looking at me as, his step up, to get a possible, bigger movement up, just for the simple fact that I'm definitely the toughest opponent he's ever had, and skill-wise and record-wise and, experience-wise, I'm the biggest he's ever fought. So, yeah, I'm definitely he's looking at me like that. So, he's got his hands full, I can guarantee that.
Well, I was going to say he definitely has got his hands full. If he's watched that Andrew Whitney fight, which I watched live, and then I've watched back again, that was one hell of a fight, I have to say. So that was just non-stop. I loved it. Absolutely great battle. And you bounced back from it as well. You came back and got yourself a win, Colin. It was a great fight. How do you feel, obviously, with the Andrew Whitney fight, how do you feel in yourself after that bout?
Man, I felt good. I felt good after that. I wasn't extremely happy with my performance. I went in there, a little sick. I just got over a really big flu prior to the fight. So, halfway through the fight, I just, I started getting sluggish. But I was okay with my performance. I mean, I know that I should have done way better, and I really honestly believe that I could have won that fight, and I should have won that fight. But it was his night, and it wasn't mine, and that's just the way it goes. That's the name of the game. But the next fight I bounced back, got me back on the winning column, like you said. Just moving forward, man. It doesn't do me any good to drown back in those days like that.
No, absolutely no. And like you say, you bounce back. Jesse over at Shamrock FC, he's taking you on to main event his card. Are you enjoying it? We know Jesse's a really experienced guy in the promotion game, but obviously he's fought as well. You must have. Are you having a good time with Jesse as well, I assume?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. He takes real good care of us, man.
Yeah, we've actually had Jesse on the podcast before, so I have to vouch he is a really nice guy to talk to, and we've had other fighters on from Shamrock that kind of echo what you said there. He does look after the fighters. With Shamrock FC, he started to. Well, I've noticed that there's that kind of relationship with Scott Coker, obviously at Bellator, and they recently did that. They did a couple of bouts where guys could win a contract and it could transfer over to Bellator with winning that fight and stuff like that. So does any of that kind of start to come to yourself, where you think, if I put a good performance on it, there's in a couple of fights, get a couple of good wins, do you feel like there's a potential for anything like that happening? Does that play on your mind at all when you're signed to a promotion like Shamrock?
I mean, yeah, sure. I've always thought about that. I've seen it happen to a couple of guys get the offer, and and I really surprised for a while that I hadn't got one, but I actually, a few fights back, I was offered a fight, to fight for the belt and the Bellator contract, but it was before the Whitney fight, and because of my cut from the eye from Whitney's fight, I wasn't able to compete, and somebody else got the fight, and that guy won the contract, and so it kind of messed that deal up for me. So, yeah, I've been kind of thinking he might throw it in there somewhere. I was hoping maybe with this fight, but, who knows.
Well, that's the thing.
no luck like bad luck, is there?
Well, do you know what? Just because it's not being put publicly about the contracts, it might happen outside of things. You might get a call up after the fight. You know, who knows? It's one of them things. But I was just thought I'd ask because it's something I noticed that's going on with Shamrock, and I quite like that there's things like that happen where it's
extra goals, isn't it?
It's the promotions as well. The two promoters that they're working and getting on together. They're not, you don't get this silly kind of bitchiness and slagging off, and I think which is detrimental to the sport. I don't think you need that. I think you do need a lot of promotions to maybe help each other, because Shamrock FC know where they are, but Bellator know where they are, and the thing is that mutual kind of understanding. I think that's key to help development.
They need to be fed, and
and I think it's good development for fighters as well to know that there's a platform after.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. And it's nice, kind of like being a free agent. I got my options open. If anybody calls, I can go anywhere. So
yeah, I totally agree.
Complete downfall.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, there's always seems to be a lot of movement going on, and I think everyone's just like really like one good performance away from ending up anywhere.
I think we're going to see you in Japan, are we, at the New Year?
What was that?
Are we going to see you on the Japan card at the New Year? You're going to take on Fedor.
Man, that would be awesome. I think that would be an awesome experience. Just meeting the people that's going to be there alone. But having the privilege and honor to fight on the same card as Fedor, that would be sick. I would much enjoy that one.
Not if you have to fight Gabby Garcia for it, though.
Yeah.
that dude's big.
Yeah. 6'4".
Having said that, she looks less like a dude now.
She does, yeah.
I don't know what's going on there.
Dude looks like a lady.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that should be a walkout music.
It should.
Oh, dear. Have you seen the latest pictures?
Yeah. I follow her on Instagram.
I've heard she's even thinking of getting a dress.
Oh, that'll be a good thing. No, the Japan card itself, it's interesting, and the only reason I bring that up is because who knows what's going to happen. There's so many different fighters that are getting pinged to that. Sean Jordan, his contract ran out in the UFC, and he basically said, I don't want to sign it, I want to fight Fedor. It's awesome to see stuff like that happening. I think a lot of guys, there is a lot more movement happening, especially when you get promotions like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the Fedor thing, they did actually pull him, didn't they, the opponent?
Yeah, the original. Well, they didn't. They never confirmed it was him. That's why. But they
did everything but confirm it.
I know. But for yourself, well, it's when you see the kind of opportunities that are out there. Not necessarily. It's not just UFC now. That's the thing. Bellator with the sponsorships that people can bring in. It's a nice boost for fighters, and obviously Japan. Does it as a fighter help you relax a bit more when you know that there's other ventures out there?
Yeah, man. I stress a lot about wanting to get on stuff like that so much, and I just want to experience. You only live once, so it's a dream, man, to fight for the UFC. One time at least, just to feel like I completed my life dream. But man, I got to fight on RFA, Titan, a couple of the big shows. So, but it's just UFC is UFC. So I'd love to be able to experience that one time. So I can't see myself stopping until I get that chance.
Yeah, the UFC is always going to have that name, isn't it?
It's going to have that kind
no
of...
No matter how shitty the deal becomes, with i.e. Reebok and all the rest of it. It's still got that prestige name to it that you just love to have it on your resume at least once, So, yeah, I hear you on that one.
I stay ready every day. Train every day whether I got to fight or not, just for that chance. There's that last minute call, I don't care who it is. I don't care what weight, if the UFC wants to fill in and they need somebody to back somebody up, I'm the man, I'll do it. I don't care who it is. That'll be the number one rated guy. I don't care what, but just give it to me.
Well, Crow Cop's, out, and Anthony Hamilton needs a heavyweight opponent,
and John Jones needs an opponent. Yeah.
Just spitting ideas.
I might just say no to one or two things like that. Yeah.
No, it is one of the things where you do have to stay ready due to the fact that the UFC have so many cards on.
The opportunity does often. It's a lot more often now. A
lot of guys get injured, and girls for that. We're not going to put the girls out, but more so.
Don't think you'll be able to squeeze in on the girls one.
Well, I would wear a wig and lipstick and a bra, and I would to get on the UFC. I'd do it. On the medicals, I might have an issue when they go, "Can you cough?" But
no more than some of them have already.
But I'd get, it's one of the things where there is an opportunity always, because there's always someone getting injured. There's always someone twisting an ankle or doing something daft at training.
Like I said, if Gabby Garcia can pass a medical, you can.
Yeah, exactly. We could all make it. So look, we're sure that there's an opportunity going to come knocking at some point. But the thing is, you're doing the right things. You're going out there and you're fighting off regular. You're getting the W's in, and that's all that matters. That's all you can do. You got this fight now on the main event with Escobar. You go out there, put another performance. Again, the good thing about Shamrock FC is that people can watch it anywhere in the world. So people can go onto the website and tune in, and they can pay to watch the card.
Good production as well.
Beautiful production they have on there. So it's good for you because you're doing the right things. You're not, you do, like you say, you train all the time. But the thing is, you got the regular fights, and you're going to get get those W's up. You're not doing anything wrong, are you?
I feel like, I don't know, whether I have a fight or not, I just can't stay out of the gym. So, I don't want to be that time where I'm not training and then I get that call to be on a really big fight card and I'm not ready because I haven't been in the gym. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. You don't want to be sitting there just on a sofa going, "Yep, I'm fight ready," lying
Chad Mendes.
Yeah, with a bunch of donuts on you, going, "Yeah, I can make the weight."
I mean, exactly that. Chad Mendes. He said, I was out fishing 2 weeks ago. Well, that's your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing that those.
I think if I was in this within a bracket, you know what I mean?
If you're in the top 5 of that weight division and the title fight's coming up, you want to maybe have a small mini camp, unless you've got a fight coming up anyway. You want to maybe have a small mini camp just to be semi-ready, so to speak.
Exactly. So you can be more ready when the day comes.
Yeah, exactly. And look, we know the killers that you train with, man. We know the guys that you train with, and we know the effort you put in, Joplin, to come and bring it. We've seen your performances, so we know what people at home, if they haven't seen you already, should tune into the Shamrock FC card to watch you fight, because we know, by the by, they're going to get a hell of a fight with you. And you're fighting a guy who likes to do first round finishes, so we know it's going to be
excitement.
It spells excitement, yeah, exactly. And you know what? You can literally if you even dragged him to the third round, you'd see him in new territory. You'd see how he'd respond. There's so much intrigue to this main event. The two. Between about the pair of you, I like it already. I'm quite excited about the matchup itself. I'll be doing my best to kind of tune in some way. Obviously, we can stream it, so I'll see what I can do online, and I'll be trying to watch it over here in the UK as well. But look, Joplin, you always bring it. We're going to tell everyone at home to watch the card anyway. But look, have a great fight, man. It's going to be awesome watching you compete again. But before you shoot off, what about your social media stuff, dude? How can people jump on to kind of follow you?
I'm on Facebook, of course, and then you can get me on Twitter at Armadillo MMA, and that's pretty much it. I got my Instagram, Armadillo1, but Facebook and Twitter, man, that's my biggest bet to follow me. But I appreciate all the support from everybody and people I don't even know about that follow me that I'm not aware of. Man, I appreciate everybody, and I like to bring a show for people, man. I like this a good sport, and a very enjoyable sport for me, and I love the people love it, and whether I'm a part of that or not, this is what I love to do, so, man, I just hope they enjoy it, and I'm going in there to get another W.
Hey, man, know I enjoy it. So, dude, you bring a good game. That's all that matters. So, honestly, what about your sponsors, man? Have you got sponsors out there helping you out?
Oh man, always, man. Poster Boy Fighters, of course, man. They've supported me since day one. Title MMA, of course. My guy Chad Copeberger over at Title MMA, and all the staff over there, man, they take great care of me. LC Construction, my boy Luke Cochran, and my gym, of course, man. Glory MMA and Fitness, man. I've been, Kraft's had my back since I was a pro. I've known him for a long time. Kansas City Party Bus. Man, that's really my main guys, man. That's the ones that have always had my back since day one, man.
And finally, mate, what about, obviously you said about your teammates, is there friends, family that you want to give thanks to?
Man, my mom, don't have much family, man. My mom, my sister, and my aunt, they're really only family I really got left. But, man, my gym, man, everybody in the gym, man, they're family, I've been around them guys, sweat, blood together, for 5 years or so at that gym with them guys. So they're more family than everybody. They're just as close to me as my mom. So that's my family, man.
That's awesome, dude. Honestly, like I said before, have a great time, have a great weekend at the Shamrock FC card, and have a great main event. The fans are going to have a great time in the crowd and enjoying that bout, man. It's a good card anyway, but the main event's absolutely great way. It's like a cherry on the top.
I hope they don't get upset, man, that it's not a 3-round war, because I'm going in there to handle business and go home.
Yeah, game.
Just do what you need to do.
Just do what you need to do and get home, yeah, man.
As they say, do what you do best.
Exactly, man.